If the Soul Stone makes you sacrifice a loved one, what would the Time Stone make you sacrifice? The first Sorcerer Supreme, Agamotto, was a mystical entity that discovered the mystic arts, taught them to humans, and then more predominantly made the Eye of Agamotto. I'll get the most obvious theory out of the way. Agamotto probably just sacrificed years of his life to get the Time Stone, but what if it was more complicated than that? I think it'd be more interesting to ask, what if Agamotto was removed from his current time period or his native time period and time displaced? Forbidden from ever existing in a time period his own or one that he should belong in as long as he has the Time Stone in his possession. The universe has a funny way of making sure time plays out how it should, especially when it comes to the prime timeline and making sure that endgame happens. Let's say Agamotto was able to witness all of time at once, having this sort of pseudo-omniscience and awareness of the prime timeline. If he could look into multiple different realities or different timelines and futures like Doctor Strange did in Infinity War, then he would be able to know what events needed to transpire in order for the heroes to win against Thanos in the end. In order to harness the Time Stone's power, Agamotto creates the Eye so that he and later sorcerers wouldn't be time displaced or blasted with pseudo-omniscience every time they touch the stone. This precious and powerful relic would be passed down to the best sorcerer of each respective generation, the one who would be deemed the Sorcerer Supreme. There's one key point that I forgot to mention that supports the rest of the theory, and that's that characters never really touch the Time Stone physically. Whenever they're holding it, they're always holding it in some sort of invisible force field or a sphere. If Agamotto cast a spell shortly after touching it for the first time to ensure that no one else would be blasted with pseudo-omniscience over the time stream or time displaced because they came into physical contact with it. And he did this before he made the Eye. He then made the Eye, of course, to harness the stone's power.